Have you ever hit rock bottom and then, out of nowhere, got a text? Simple one. Maybe just, "I'm here." And somehow, it broke through. Didn't fix everything, but for a moment it helped you breathe again. It reminded you that someone noticed. That maybe, just maybe, you weren't completely alone. That's what this video is about. Not grand gestures. Not perfect timing. Just the power of a message. When it comes exactly when you need it most. Even if the person who sent it has no idea. There are days when getting out of bed feels like a victory. When smiling hurts. When everything outside feels too far away to reach. On those days, the pain isn't always the hardest part. It's the feeling of not being seen. Like screaming into a soundproof room. You say, "I'm fine," because that's easier than trying to explain the truth. So you go quiet. And in that silence, between the weight of what you're feeling and the fear of burdening someone else, that's where a message can change everything. Maybe you weren't even expecting anything. Just scrolling aimlessly, holding your phone without purpose. And then, a notification. Not a promo. Not a news alert. Person. Someone who thought of you. Who reached out. Sometimes it's just, "Missed you today." Or "You okay?" And even if your brain tries to minimize it, they're just being nice. Your body knows. When you're starved for connection, you feel love in the smallest things. That message didn't fix your life. But it shifted something inside. Like someone threw a rope into your darkness and whispered, "I know you're down there." Science backs this up. Feeling seen changes your body. A warm, intentional message, even through a screen, can calm your nervous system. Signals safety, connection, presence. Your heart slows down. Your shoulders relax. And that fight or flight state you've been stuck in, it starts to soften. It's not magic. It's regulation. It's your body learning, maybe for the first time in a while. I'm not alone anymore. And no, it doesn't have to be long or poetic. The most powerful messages are often the simplest. I'm thinking about you. You matter to me. Even a random emoji, sent without reason, can land like a lifeline. Because it's not about what's said. It's about the fact that it was said. That someone paused their day to reach for you. In a world where everyone's busy, distracted, surviving, that's no small thing. You may not realize it, but there are certain types of messages that actually heal. And I want to share 5 of them with you now. The first is the anchor message. The one that simply says, "I'm here." No explanations. No expectations. Just presence. And when you're sinking emotionally, that quiet anchor can keep you from disappearing completely. The second is the recognition message. When someone reflects your strength back to you. You've been through a lot, and you're still standing. That kind of message acts like a mirror. When you've forgotten how to see yourself. The third is the rescue message. When someone notices your silence and checks in. "Hey, you've been quiet, everything okay?" Not out of obligation. Out of care. It doesn't pull you out of the dark, but it reminds you there's still a path out. The fourth is the presence message. I don't know what to say, but I'm with you. Sometimes there are no right words. But the right presence, even through a message, says more than you think. And the fifth is the echo message. When someone remembers something small you said days ago and brings it back up, it shows they were listening, that they didn't forget, that the conversation and you mattered. None of these take hours to write. They don't need the perfect moment. They just need intention. And you can send them too. But here's the thing, before you learn to send love like that, you have to learn to receive it. Because sometimes when we've been neglected for too long, love feels suspicious. You don't trust it. You think, is this really for me? What do they want? They'll probably disappear anyway. So instead of letting it in, you brush it off. You respond coldly. You tell yourself not to get attached. But what if, just once, you let it in? What if you allowed yourself to believe, yes, this message was for me. Yes, I am worthy of this softness. Because maybe healing isn't about finding new people. Maybe it's about recognizing the love that's already trying to reach you. Right now you might be thinking of someone. Someone who's been distant, who stopped texting, who's been quieter than usual, someone who posted something that felt off. That person might be silently waiting for someone, anyone, to check in, not to fix them, just to remind them they matter. You can be that reminder. It doesn't have to be deep. Hey, thinking of you. How's your day going? 10-second voice note. The format doesn't matter. Presence does. The fact that you noticed, that you cared, that you said something when they needed anything. So pause. Take a breath. Close your eyes for a second. Who comes to mind? Who might be holding their phone right now, hoping for something they don't know how to ask for? Take that name. Type the message. Send it, even if it feels small. Might be everything. Before you go, I want to ask you something. What's the simplest message you ever received? That you'll never forget. The one that reached you when no one else did. Drop it in the comments, because your story might be the message someone else needs tonight. And remember, love doesn't always show up with fireworks. Sometimes it comes wrapped in silence, in a text, in an emoji, in a hey. And maybe today, without even realizing it, you just became that message for someone else. And maybe someone's about to become that for you.